What is the best diet for fat loss? In the beginning of my journey, what I wanted was the fastest and most easiest diet that I can follow. I searched up different diets, different meal plans that people were doing, and the most common ones came up that I'm sure most of you have also researched and tried. Keto, low carb, intermediate fasting, carnivore, all these bullshit things that end up making us more stressed out than we really need to be. And I tried these yo-yo diets for like a year, I'll be honest with you guys. And it worked for a bit because, I put my intention behind them and I saw results. But I didn't see the results I wanted, or I at least didn't keep the results. Maybe I'd lose 5-10 pounds here, but then for some reason I just plateaued. I hit my marker and I couldn't get past it. So I got discouraged, I got pissed off, and I got frustrated because the results that I wanted didn't come. I thought, okay, this is it. This is all I'm going to ever hit, or this is all the weight I'm ever going to drop. And then I got serious about really researching how nutrition affects your body, what aspects of food turn you to one way, what really leads to weight loss, how to incorporate a proper fat loss diet into your structured routine, into your lifestyle, and how different foods affect you. And what ended up happening was I found out the truth. And the truth was, and it's not going to be what you want to hear. You want to hear some next magic pill, you want to hear some next magic diet, but the truth is, just continue what you're already doing. Continue the diet that you're on. If it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, clean it up a little bit. But you don't need to do these extreme diets. I just found that the best diet for fat loss is the diet that works for you, which in most cases is what you're already eating, what you're already accustomed to, with minor tweaks and details. So what do I mean by this? I was in love with pizza. I was in love with ice cream. I like ice cream here and there, right? I like to enjoy a nice burger. But the point wasn't to get rid of this, because then I felt restricted. Like, I enjoyed these things in life. I wanted to eat them from time to time. Whenever I tried these crazy diets, I thought to myself, okay, well great, now I can't have this. And then having something limited or taken away from you makes you crave it that much more. But when you create a relationship with this food, saying, okay, from time to time I can have it, obviously I understand I'm trying to get to a certain goal and I can't overindulge in specific things, then you create this healthy relationship with the food that you enjoy and the food that you want to eat, because it's good for a reason, right? So what ended up happening was I ended up understanding that I can continue eating what I'm continuing with a slight calorie deficit. So what ended up happening? I had to eat more food of the types of food that would keep me fuller for longer. So for example, protein, for example, more fiber, for example, more fruits and vegetables, because these would keep me fuller and keep me satiated for longer periods of time, but they were relatively low on the calories, so it would still aid in my fat loss journey. And I'm telling you guys this because everybody is stressing themselves out. We almost want to figure out some magic way, or this is the only way to do it. But in reality, we know that we're never going to, change this whole dynamic. I know you were expecting to hear some magic way, oh, this is the best one, this works the best. But it's just not that true. Because if you try to completely change your lifestyle, all that's going to happen is you're going to miss the things that you enjoyed because you enjoyed them for a reason, and you're not going to be able to sustain it. The best fat loss diet is the one you can sustain for the longest. I'm going to repeat that again. The best diet for fat loss is the one you can sustain for the longest period of time. The one that you can do the longest. The one that you can, things come up. Weddings, birthdays, camping, life happens. And at the end of the day, we want to be able to not stress ourselves out when life happens. Like, oh, I can't eat this because I'm on this ridiculous diet. No, you just understand that, okay, this will happen on a weekend or even a Monday or sometimes even a Wednesday, whatever. And then the next day you're just going to get back to your habitual things, whether it's you're trying to lose fat at the moment, so you're in a 500 calorie deficit, or whether you're trying to gain muscle, you're in a 300 calorie surplus. And then of course you have your macros dialed in. But the point isn't to completely eliminate something. That's what I've had this notion of realizing, is you don't need to eliminate. Everybody's looking for, oh, what do I need to just get? I need to get rid of this one thing. Once I eliminate it, then my problems will be solved. I just need to find that one thing that I need to eliminate. And it doesn't work like that, I'm sorry. Because of what you're going to eliminate one thing with, you're going to, how funny it is replace it with another thing. You're going to eliminate cookies, but you're going to add more ice cream. You're going to eliminate ice cream, you're going to add more cookies. Vice versa. So, the 3 contributing factors that actually will help you with if your goal is to lose fat or lose to weight, shred down a little bit, is A, the 500 calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is the king of all fat loss protocols. It's a must, and it's the law of thermodynamics. You will not lose fat if you're not in a calorie deficit. If you're not in a calorie deficit, or if you're not losing fat, you are simply not in a calorie deficit. That's the fact. Your body needs to burn its own energy to lose fat. Number 2 is, like I mentioned, prioritizing protein. It's not only because it's the building block for our human body, and amino acids are the most vital thing to humans, but it's also because it takes the most energy from your body to digest. So if you want to make your body, your metabolism, your existence, the easiest way to burn more calories at rest is to make your body internally work harder. Think about it this way. Let's say you have a warehouse, and on the conveyor belt you have boxes, and they're moving from one area to the conveyor belt to the other, right? If the conveyor belt is moving smoothly, there's no oil or rust or rigids in the way, it'll just continue to move smoothly, right? That's your digestive system when you eat fast digesting carbs or easy to digest foods like snacks, white bread, non-complex carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, not enough protein, and not enough fiber. It's just simply moving on. You eat a bucket of fries and then you're hungry 30 minutes later because it just burned off that bucket of fries and it's already in your anus, whatever. But what would happen if, some rust got onto that conveyor belt, maybe a heavier piece of package? What's going to happen? The conveyor belt is now going to move slower, so it's going to take longer for that package, let's say it's heavier, let's say it's a little bit rusty, to get from one end to the other. So imagine that heavy, huge package like protein. The more you eat, the heavier it's going to get, theoretically speaking. So the more you eat protein, the longer it's going to take to break down. Your body's going to take more energy to break it down and then shoot it out your ass and digest it. So if we know that in it we need to be burning more energy, burning more calories throughout our day to lose more fat and stay in that calorie deficit, because number 1 was the calorie deficit, number 2 was protein, then we literally have to do less of the work. We don't have to do extra cardio. We don't have to do more, HIIT training or whatever, because we're making our inner body work harder to digest that protein, to move that heavy package through the digestive system. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is hitting a base level of 10,000 steps. Everybody says 10,000 steps is the magic number, 10,000 steps, 10,000 steps, whatever. It's just an easy ballpark. It's because it's a secret number that's going to magically help you lose fat. No, it keeps you moving. It's just keeping your body moving throughout the day rather than sitting down. Because right when you sit, right, your body goes into like rest mode and your whole metabolism slows down. I think there was a study done when after like 3 to 5 minutes of sitting, your body already like slows down X amount of time. So imagine just with the act of standing, your body is burning more calories, burning more fuel, basically using more energy. Therefore, if you're in a calorie deficit, speeding up the fat loss process. So those are the 3 things you want to include with the diet that you can stick to the longest, with the foods that you enjoy eating within moderation, not going crazy. Oh, I had pizza yesterday. Oh, but I watched this YouTube video where it says I can eat whatever I want, so I'm going to have pizza again today. No, you're just being an ignorant dumbass at that point. Because I didn't say eat pizza every single day and enjoy eating like a glutton. No, I said continue eating what you're eating, but within moderation. Understand what foods are higher in the calorie scale. Understand what foods will keep you longer. And be conscious of eating less than you're currently eating. If you're used to having frickin' 6 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, 3 pieces of toasts in the morning, just cut it down. Get 4 eggs, maybe 1 piece of bacon, maybe 1 piece of toast. And that way you're still eating what you're eating, but you're removing a little bit of food from your diet. I know it's going to be hard at the beginning because you're like, oh my gosh, what if I'm going to be hungry later? So include food that's going to keep you fuller for longer. Throw in a little bit of avocado into that meal instead of 6 pieces of bacon. Throw in some fat. Fat also takes a long time to burn off, so it's going to keep you full. Paired with a lot of protein, you're off to the races. So once again, I want to highlight the main point is, I know you guys wanted to hear some sort of sweet magical pill, want some sort of sweet magical formula to the best diet. Oh, I want him to say keto. You want me to say keto because then you're going to be able to follow it and just do it. But that's not true. And I don't want to lead you guys in the wrong direction. Okay? So once again, the best diet for fat loss is the one you can stick to and sustain the longest. Just be mindful of what you eat and how much you're eating. And I'm going to leave you like I always do. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're looking to speed up your process, look for the first link in the description for coaching, and check out my free links down below as well. There's a PDF I included for you guys if you're looking for if you're a busy man looking for a 2-day workout program, but a PDF for you guys of the program that I think is best suited for people that are busy and looking for like a quick workout 2 times a week. It'll hit every single body part of yours. And then, yeah, create more than you consume. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Serve everyone. Connect with me on Instagram. And love everyone. Peace.